यशोदानन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी राधा माधवा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे रामचंद्र की श्री राधा कुंज बिहारी की श्री राधा मदर की श्री राधा गोविंद देव की श्री गौरताई की जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की श्रीनिवास पद्मावती बालाजी की श्रील प्रभुपाद की समावेत गौर भक्त वृंद की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमा ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। वन्दे श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यनित्यानन्दसहोदितौ गौडोदये पुष्पवन्तौ चित्रौ शम्दौ तमोनुदौ हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Welcome all of you for the Srimad Bhagavatam class this morning. This morning we are reading from the 10th canto, 15th chapter. The lectures are very special. Shri Shuka Uvacha Tatascha Paugandavaya Shritau Vraje Babhuvatustau Pashupala Sammatau Rashtarayantau Sakivih Samam Padai Vrindavanam Punyamativa Chakratu Tatascha Shri Shuka Uvacha Tatascha Paugandavaya Shritau Vraje Babhuvatustau Pashupala Sammatau Gascharayantau Sakibhi Samam Padai Vrindavanam Punyamativa Chakratu. All Prabhujis together. Babhuvatustau Pashupala Sammatau Gascharayantau Sakivih Sampadai Vrindavanam Punyamativa Chakratu. Mataji's together. Sri Shukadeva Goswami said, when Lord Rama, Balarama, and Lord Krishna attained the age of Pauganda 5 to 10, while living in Vrindavan, the cowherd men allowed them to take up the task of tending the cows. Engaging thus in the company of their friends, the two boys rendered the land of Vrindavan most auspicious by imprinting upon it the marks of their lotus feet. This verse is often spoken for the Gopashtami. When Krishna and Balaram, they are entering from the Kaumara to Kaumara to Pauganda age, 5 to 6 years of age. So at that time, they both go to Mother Yashoda and say that now, Mother, we have grown up now. Our intelligence also has grown up now. So we are ready for going, for tending. Not very interested to allow them to go for tending the cows because they have hundreds of servants and servant maids in the Nanda Bhavan. She's very nonchalant about it. She just ignores it. But then they go to Father Nanda Baba. And Nanda Baba says, I cannot decide about your going for cowherding. He says, let all the big cowherd men come together. And then all the Pashupal came together. That's why the second line says, you see, Babhuvatustau Pashupala Sammatau. The Pashupala Sammatau means Sammati. They all came together and decided and gave permission. Yes, now Krishna Balaram can go for herding the cows. So they come back and tell Mother Yashoda that now that our cowherd men have ordered us to go, we have to go now. Gascharayantau Sakibip Samampadayat. Taking all their cowherd friends with them, Krishna enters the forest of Raj for the Gochara and Leela. And he walks barefoot, rendering the whole Vrindavan very auspicious. Vrindavanam Punyam Ativa Chakratu. And making it more and more auspicious by the footprints of his lotus feet. So as Krishna enters the forest, it is said, the Vrindavan forest, and it pleases Krishna in all ways. The eyes, ears, tongue, touch and nose, for every one of the senses is explained in these verses ahead. The eyes, when Krishna's eyes are observing the forest, the beauty of the forest is enhanced. As we sing in one of the songs, Thakan Krishna Leela Heri Prakriti Sundari Vistari Che Shobhavane Amigare na jaivo vane praveshivo o Leela rase ratare. Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings, he says that Thakan Krishna Leela Heri, seeing that Krishna is going to do Leela in the forest, at that time, the Prakriti Sundari, she enhanced beauty, it is said. Ultimately, it is Srimati Radharani whose desire is manifested by the Leela Shakti in the form of expansion of the beauty of the forest. Sometimes you can see, once when he was going to Vella farm on the way, it was a rainy season. Below the bridge, the water was flowing, gushing, isn't it? That water was flowing and all around you see greenery, and lushy green, and colorful flowers are blooming, and butterflies can be seen, and birds are chirping like cuckoos are chirping, peacocks are making sounds, and you can see the trees are laden with fruits. So like that, for the eyes, there was beautiful forest, and for the ears, the humming bees were, the bumblebees were humming, like that. So Krishna was telling Balaramji, Bhaiya, just see this. Bumblebees are so fond of you. They don't want to leave you. Therefore, they're coming and sitting in your garland. They want to accompany you wherever you go because you are so affectionate. Like that he was telling. So they were actually, for the ears, very sweet sounds, like that. And by the tongue, the lake water was as clear as sage's mind pleasing. Sage's mind. That pleased Krishna's tongue, crystal clear waters. In those days also, remember in our school days, we used to directly take water from the pond and drink. Nowadays you cannot drink like that. You have to go for a sealed bottle now. Huh? But even in my school days, I've seen crystal clear waters. Huh? So in Vrindavan, they have rich minerals also. They're very tasty also. Hmm. So for the tongue and for the touch, the breeze was moving around with the waterfalls were flowing down. So naturally, the breeze was carrying the water droplets also. So the touch of the breeze was very soothing. Hmm. Yeah, and fragrance of the 100 petaled lotuses, Shatapatra Kamal. Huh? They were everywhere. There were lotuses like red lotuses, yellow lotuses, blue lotuses, the Yamuna. They were fragrant. So they were giving joy to Krishna by giving out their fragrance. But actually, although they are all serving Krishna, Krishna is telling Balaram that they all are pleasing you. They are all offering their service to you. Because Balaram is elder brother, Krishna has respect for him. When Balaram is present with covered boys and Krishna would behave in a certain way. And Balaram is not there, he would behave in a different way. Because he's more free with covered boys. So now, because Balaram is coming, he's saying, Bhaiya, just see, all of them are giving happiness to you. And he's telling, look at the trees. They are eager to serve you. They're extending their branches, giving you flowers and fruits. Please pick it up and keep it on your turban and, accept their fruits. So, and he's telling that these trees must have been impersonalists before. Now they have got promotion now to become trees in Vrindavan. Because as impersonalists earlier, they must have been doing Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. But now they are in Vrindavan, they have got promotion to witness your beautiful pastimes. They are standing and in great amazement, they are witnessing your pastime. And they are all here to eradicate their ignorance. They are witnessing your pastime and also offering their balidan of the flowers and fruits. And these bumblebees which are humming, and these are actually Rasika Bhaktas. Huh? They must have been great sages before. And those sages have now become Rasikas, and they are drinking honey and they are delighting in your association, like that is saying. Wherever you go, they are following. So he's saying the cuckoos are honoring you by making their sounds. You only hear cuckoo. But it's like chanting of the Vedic mantras, he's saying, Krishna is saying. They are chanting Vedic prayers to you. And the peacocks are dancing joyfully before you. Hmm? And the doors, look at the doors, look at the love-laden eyes which they are approaching you and welcoming you to the forest. Actually, everybody is welcoming, but everybody is welcoming with their own God-gifted talent. Cuckoo is welcoming with sound. Peacock is welcoming with dance. Doors are welcoming with love-laden eyes, like that is telling. And he's saying the earth is fortunate because your lotus feet are touching the ground. And the hills are fortunate because you are glancing at the hills, like that is saying. And all the trees and creepers have become fortunate because you are touching them and accepting their flowers and fruits. In this way, everything is becoming fortunate by your touch, like that is saying. So in this way, Krishna is praising Balaramji. See, Balaram is who? Balaram is Adi Guru. And Guru and Krishna are always worshipped together. Because you will see as we proceed in this pastime, it will become very clear. The Guru has a very vital role to play. Sometimes Krishna puts Balaram in the front to kill the demons. Today we are discussing about Dhenukasura and Pralambasura. Both of them were killed by whom? Balaram. So therefore, Krishna put Guru in the front because he doesn't accept the jivas who are coming with impurity. He says, first prepare them and then bring them to me. So Guru has to prepare them and bring them. Just like a mother bathes a child, dresses a child, and the child will do a lot of naughty things. Like mother wakes up a child in the morning, and like that he will start crying and take him to bathroom and washroom, and then she's pouring. Generally, you will see in India, mothers stretch their feet and put the child upside down. You've seen that? Huh? And they put the water on the child, and child will cry as if the mother is putting too hot water. Do you think mother will put a smoky hot water? Mother puts lukewarm water. Still the child will keep crying. So the mother bathes the child, wraps up a napkin, and then puts on the dress and puts powder or whatever, and all the rubber band or something over the head, some ribbon or something, put the kajal, everything, tilaka and everything, correct, no? So all the while, the child will keep on making sound, like we must have seen that. So Krishna, that's why Krishna says that these jivas, directly they cannot approach me. You better prepare them. So just as a mother prepares a child to go to school, puts on the uniform and everything, and then she hands over the child to the school after that. Child goes. Similarly, Guru has to prepare us and hand us over to Krishna. Therefore, with this Pralambasara, Dhenukasura in our hearts, we are ineligible to approach Krishna directly. Therefore, Krishna arranges the Guru to. That's why he's praising also Balaramji, because Guru's job is a very difficult job, very tough job. And then once we are prepared, then we become offerable to Krishna. Correct, no? And just like once my spiritual master was saying about how the potato sabji is prepared. First, the potato has to be brought from the market. It is surrounded by mud. You put it in water and you have to remove the dirt, sand. After washing it, throw away that water. Again, put it in hot water and again cleanse the cover of the potato. And after that, take a peeler and peel the cover. After that, slice it. After that, put it in the frying pan and oil. You put the oil, isn't it? And then you cook it for a while. And then afterwards, you have to also put, all kinds of different things. You put in chili powder also. You put salt. You put and chonk. You put, isn't it? And then when everything is done, finally the potato becomes offerable to deities. Similarly, the jiva is very raw, surrounded by mud like anarthas, and cover over that. And raw potato cannot be eaten. So it has to be cooked and prepared. Similarly, we have to become pakva. Now we are apakva. Therefore, Krishna performs these pastimes with Balaramji, and Balaramji will kill these two demons, Dhenukasura and Pralambasura. And then, in this way, we are not getting into the full chapter. It would be a longer time, but we can talk about Dhenukasura's, or maybe I can show you the verse, 20th verse. See, the covered boys are telling, Sri Rama Nama Gopalo Rama Keshavayo Sakha Subalasoka Krishnadya Gopa Prem Nedam Abruvan. Once some of the covered boys, Sri Rama, the very close friend of Rama and Krishna, along with Subala saw Krishna and others, lovingly spoke the following words. So Sri Rama, Subala saw Krishna, they are very close friends of Krishna. Prabhupada says, Premna means with love. Indicates that the request of the covered boys are about to place before Lord Krishna and Balaram is motivated by love, not personal desire. Now they are going to ask, we are very hungry for the fruits. Actually, they are not hungry. They are eager to see Krishna Balaram eat the fruits. But they will say, we are hungry. Why? That is one etiquette in India. Also, you must have seen the Vedic culture. If somebody wants to feed the guest sweet rice, they will tell, hey, I want a little more sweet rice. They will say. So the person will bring. After he brings, he will tell them, no, give him. The other person sometimes feels a little hesitation to take. So you just take a little so that others will take lots. Correct, no? So because they know that guests generally are very fine etiquettes they have, they feel little uneasy to ask, give me more. So you inspire them by saying that, no, I'm not bringing I'm bringing for myself. They'll say, and then once the sweet rice comes, when they see that you are taking little, then they will take a lot also. They won't mind after that. So that's the whole idea here is telling, Rama Rama Mahabaho, Krishna Dushta Nivarhana, Ido Vidure Sumahad, Vanam Talali Sankulam, Oh Ram Ram, mighty armed one. Oh Krishna, destroyer from his friends. Not far from here is a very great forest filled with rows of palm trees. Falani tatra bhurini patanti patitani cha santi kintu avaruddhani dhenukena duratmana. In the Talavan forest, many fruits are falling from the trees and many are already lying on the ground. But all the fruits are being guarded by evil Dhenuka. So, uh, actually, Kamsa had posted this Asura, Dhenukasura, who was in the form of a donkey in that forest. And Kamsa had told him, guard this forest, don't let anyone come and eat the fruits. Actually, the nature of demons is that I want to possess everything and I don't want to give to anybody. Like sometimes you will find when we used to go to school, some people would have this, trees coming out of their home compound wall, and then the branch would be extending outside, and mangoes will be hanging, isn't it? We take a catapult, you hit it, mango would come down, and the owner will shout, "Hey, who is there picking mangoes?" Even though the tree is ready to give mango, that fellow will not allow you to take it. You are not coming into your house; it's anyway outside. Even that you won't allow. And you pick up for 3 mangoes and run away from there. So, similarly, this Talavan, tall fruits were there abundantly, and it was not eaten by anybody. But Dhenukasura would not allow anyone to come there. This is actually mentality of gross ignorance. So he would, in the name of being servant of Kamsa, he was guarding this Talavan forest. Although fruits were falling from the trees, many are already lying on the ground and rotting and getting spoiled. Why don't you share with others? He is very possessive. Nobody can eat these fruits. I also want to eat and others also cannot enjoy. So, see, he wouldn't allow anyone to eat the delicious ripe fruits, you say. So therefore the boys are saying, they are saying, oh Rama, Krishna, Dhenuka is the most powerful demon and has assumed the form of an ass. He is surrounded by many friends who have assumed a similar shape and who are as powerful as he. Therefore they are asking, that therefore all people and animals are terrified of going to the Tal forest. Even the birds are afraid to fly there. Nobody even approaches the forest, either he is saying. But you both are killer of the enemies. You already have, you are a Bakari, Aghari. You killed the Baka, Agha, all of them. Now, so you can easily finish him. Like that they are saying. Vidyante abhukta purvani falani sarabhini cha eshavai saravir gandho vishuchino avagrihyate. They are saying, in Thala forest are sweet smelling fruits no one has ever tasted. Indeed, even now we can smell the fragrant Thala fruit spreading all about. So in this way, they are saying that please get those fruits for us. Naha, they are saying, for us. Our minds are so attracted by their aromas. Dear Balaram, our desire is to have those fruits. This is very great. If you think it's a good idea, let's go to the Tal forest. Actually, their desire is not to eat the fruits, but to show the world the display of Balaram's talent, of his prowess, his greatness, and also to give an opportunity for others to access the beauty of Krishna's pastimes. So that is their interest. That's why, because that is how the devotee's heart is actually, influenced by Leela Shakti to speak and do things which will glorify Krishna. Ultimately, they are just like the autopiloted plane is automatically moved from the control room by dictation or direction. These personalities, they are dictated by the internal potency to speak and behave like in such a way that Krishna's glories come out, Balaram's glories come out. So they are saying, we are attracted by the aromas, please get the fruits for us. Because if they tell Krishna Balaram that maybe you Krishna Balaram are very hungry, if you want you can take the fruits. Krishna Balaram may say, no, we are not hungry, we are not going. So therefore they say, we are hungry. Oh, if you are hungry, how can we say no? we will come and get the fruits for you. So he's coming. So in this way, the word yadi rochate they are using. But they did not, Krishna Balaram did not kill the demons simply to satisfy them, but they should do so only if the Lord themselves found the concept appealing. Like they are saying. That's just a way of speaking. Evam sukrit bata shrutva surit priya chigirshaya prahasya jagmatur gopair britau talavanam prabhu. Hearing the words of their dear companions, Krishna and Balaram laughed and, desiring to please them, set off for the Talavan surrounded by the covered friends. So, Krishna was thinking, how can ass be so powerful? Let us go and see. Come. So, Krishna took all the covered boys also with him and Balaram with him, and they entered the forest. So the first time goes like this, and the first thing Balaram did was to shake the trees, tal trees. When he shook the tal trees, the fruit started falling down. And hearing that shaking sound, Dhenukasura took notice that somebody has entered my territory, and he is coming to steal the fruits. So he came running very fastly and looked at Krishna Balaram. He became envious of Balaram, angry with Balaram. He just turned around, took a about turn, and with his hind legs, pat, 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 like that, he hit on the chest of Balaram. And for Balaram, it wasn't a great deal at all, because his name is Balaram. Bala means strength. He delights in display of the strength. No one can do anything to him. In fact, effortlessly with his left hand, he caught both the legs of that Dhenukasura and whirled it around. Zoom, 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 zoom. Psh, he threw on the top of one of the tall trees. And hearing that, seeing that, the other associates of Dhenukasura came running also. And they were all of different colors. Different colored donkeys. Red, blue, orange, green, all colors. They all came running also in the same manner. They also turned and took about, and that's the nature of a foolish donkey. See, if you turn around and show your back legs, easy to catch, no? See, if you are showing the front leg, you can also use the head also, correct, no? But foolishly, they turn around and show the leg, they become easily caught also, correct, no? So, when they're coming running, they're coming as if they're going to fight with the front, but then they show the back to fight. Then they all got caught. And after that, even Krishna also picked up the other donkeys and everybody and whirled them around and threw them in the top of the trees, and they all were arranged 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them. They looked like colorful clouds on the sky. They looked like that. Krishna Balaram ki. So, see, our Acharya has given many. Is it big enough for you? You can see it? Is it good enough? Yeah. See, tolerance, what is the significance of this? Here you see. The tall tree laden with fruits signifies spiritual wealth that cannot be accessed due to inner obstacles. Like the covered boys, or like all of us, and we all want to eat those fruits, which means we want the spiritual wealth to relish the spiritual taste of the spiritual life, is it not? So, but there is a impediment, like the Asura who comes in between. And what is the Asura? Actually, why Krishna didn't kill Dhenukasura? Because Balaram took lead, because he wanted Guru's intervention to remove ignorance. This point I explained a few minutes ago. Krishna puts Guru in the front to prepare the disciple and hand over the disciple. He respects the parampara system, you see. See, the other donkeys who came, who are they? One anartha brings companions. It doesn't just come alone, it comes with many others. See, in Garga Samhita, there is one quote here. It says, I'll repeat this. Tata Krishna balau tatra hatva dhenum mahasuram gandharva samstutau tabhyam tatraivantara dhiyata. After Krishna Balaram killed the great demon Dhenuka, the donkeys were actually cursed Gandharvas. They were liberated and praised the lords before disappearing. So this text clarifies the donkeys, who are they? They were actually some Gandharvas who were cursed that they will get liberated by Krishna and Balaram. So they all went back to their abode as Gandharvas. So that's the beauty of Lord descending in this world. And there are so many fellows who are stuck in so many bodies. Somebody is stuck in the body of a tree as a Brahma Rakshas, or somebody is stuck in the body of some demon. When the Lord comes, Krishna's touch makes everything auspicious. When Krishna, Balaram represents Guru. Guru's touch also. Guru's touch, Krishna's touch makes all inauspicious things auspicious. So these Gandharvas, probably they did some mistake for which they were cursed to become these donkeys, and they might have had this possessive mentality and ignorant mentality. And the ignorance was cleared off, and they were liberated and sent off. So now this is a very important section. The anarthas represented by Dhenukasura. Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Krishna Samhita has explained all the anarthas, 21 demons and the respective anarthas. So for sadhana bhaktas, this is very helpful. So let us learn about this. See, the first one is the tamas, gross material ignorance. We will see what it is. Another one is a fruitive mentality, which is called karma granthi. And then stubborn refusal to hear and chant, even in the presence of Krishna. Like Krishna is coming in front of us in the forest, Alvan forest, but instead of praising him and submitting to him, Dhenukasura wanted to kill him, correct, no? And pride and material expertise, like the donkeys who carry loads but don't benefit. So this is pride in material expertise. That means the material expertise without a sense of devotion is simply a burden. Like Mandanam Lokaranjanam. What is that famous verse? Bhagavad Bhakti Hinasya Jati Shastram Chapastapaha Apranasyeva Dehasya Mandanam Lokaranjanam. So Bhagavad Bhakti Hinasya means without bhakti. Jati means unchakul, like somebody is a Brahmin. Shastra means somebody has scholarship, scholarly learning. And Japa means a Vedic chant. Somebody is able to recite the Vedic chant with good meter properly, chanda and everything. And somebody is very austere. But all these things become null and void without devotion. It's like a donkey carrying burden, he says. Not only that, he is offensive to devotees. He blocked even demigods from entering to the forest. It was offensive. So, you see, what was the gross ignorance, tamas, which was said? The first aspect of tamas is what? Avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesh. There are 5 things which are equal to 5, it's called as 5 coverings of ignorance, what Lord Brahmaji created. Sasarja agre andatamishram tamasam adikrit. Atatamasam adikrit. And then moham cha tamascha ajnana panchavrittaya. Correct, no? There are 5 coverings. Moha means to think, I am this body. You look in the mirror and think, oh, I am beautiful. That is moha. And to identify with, this is my house, this is my car, these are my relatives and friends, and this is my circle of, that is mahamoha, we call it. And similarly, there is a tamas, tamaha, and then andatamaha. So to identify with the body, that's the first thing he's saying, forgetfulness of one's spiritual identity, not knowing one's spiritual identity. And lack of interest in hearing philosophy. Not only one is ignorant, one is not interested in hearing also. The truth. Prabhupada says the demons, not only they don't know God. If somebody is ready to tell them about God, they don't want to hear also. They're afraid that I will have to surrender after that. If I know the truth. Not interested in hearing also. And what is stubborn ignorance? Refusal to accept a higher truth. This is called as I know it all syndrome. I am the most knowledgeable and best informed. Don't tell me. That kind of mentality. That is stubborn ignorance. So this is a very problematic thing in spiritual life, because sometimes not knowing and being humble is far superior than knowing some hodgepodge and thinking I know everything. Correct, no? That is this mentality. There are many people going to many organizations, and it's not very easy to make them understand Krishna consciousness so easily. And I was also one such fellow before coming to ISKCON. It's my superiors who saved me. Because if you have read many books, you know different philosophies, then you will have a tendency to present them in front of other superiors. And it requires the strength of the advancement of the Guru can make a person subdued. It's not very easy. Is it easy to subdue this Dhenukasura? Therefore they call Krishna Balaram. So Guru and Krishna have to come in our life and subdue our false ego and teach us the right knowledge. So in this way, what is the remedy? Surrender through Shravan and Shastric study, Swadhyay. Shravan and Swadhyay will gradually shake the stubborn ignorance. Attachment to fruity work is what? Doing devotion service for material returns. This is another big problem. Even if somebody at last has come to the point of saying, I will do devotion service, but one is always thinking, what is in it for me? Will my name come? There was one boy, one mentor, came and asked me, Prabhu, these boys I am bringing, they will be under me or I have to hand them over to counselor? Then I told him, see, you guide them for a short while and then you hand them over to counselor. Oh, then he thought, then what's the use? You bring people, but then somebody else takes away from you. I said, when you become counselor, that time you will have some mentors below you, and they will also bring boys. Then I asked him, so they should hand over to you or keep it with themselves? I think, Prabhuji, I am senior, they should hand over to me. Oh, when you become counselor, they should hand over to you. When you are mentor, you won't hand over. That means the living entity, how possessive he is. How many of you understood his possessiveness? You understood that? Just see what the mentality. When I am junior, I'll keep them with me. When I am senior, others should give them to me. Simply ridiculous. Foolishness. So Jiva is always calculating material returns. So, but devotion service means we have to be transparent. We are here not to lord over. We are here not to become possessive. We are here just to facilitate others' devotion service. And peacefully practice devotion service, purify our heart and go back to God. We have no other business. Actually, we should come in ISKCON also. Just like you enter a shopping mall, if you enter, you don't think anything in that shop belongs to you. Isn't it? In the same manner, we are coming here, nothing belongs to us actually. In a company, for example, you join Infosys or Microsoft, they will give you a cabin, they will give you a car, they will give you a laptop, they may give you a smartphone, they may give you many facilities in the company also, for you to do the company work very nicely. When you are leaving, can you take them all with you? No, you have to leave them behind and go. They are provided for you so that it can facilitate your work. Correct, no? Nothing of that belongs to us. Similarly, in this world, Krishna is providing us people and facilities so that we can serve him nicely. And when we do that, then we make progress also. But nothing belongs to us. So carrying burdens of expectations, prestige and results, all these things is pretty work, you see. And what is animalistic life mentality? Symbolized by donkey, burdened, dull, laborious and sense-driven, which means it's especially less purposes. Sometimes the he-donkey runs behind the she-donkey and then she-donkey kicks on his face and the he-donkey is laughing, he laughing. Just see how nicely she is kicking. So that mentality is also Dhenukasura. Once His Holiness Radhagovind Maharaj was telling, one man, he got a beautiful wife. But sometimes by will of providence, even an ordinary looking man gets a very good looking wife. That is due to fate, due to his, this thing, whatever is done in his account. But this man was becoming attached to his wife. But his wife was attached to Krishna. She was a great devotee. So she was always chanting and doing puja, and she always wanted her husband to become a great devotee also. But he was not interested. One day, when she was lying, he approached her, she kicked on his head, and he was singing a song in Sanskrit. He said, "Oh wife, I am worried that your lotus feet will get pricked by my sharp hair." So she said, "What a foolish attachment you have for me." So this is coming in Kalidasa's, one of his Kriti. So Maharaj was quoting that, and he was telling, even though she is kicking on his head, he is thinking, he is speaking like this due to what? Attachment. That is this donkey. What donkey? Dhenukasura donkey. That is also donkey mentality. So, and laziness in bhakti, tamasic inertia, you see, postponing sadhana. These 2 rounds I will do in the afternoon. In the afternoon, say, just 2 rounds only I can do in the evening. And then you think, oh, now I have some important phone calls to be made and important meetings to be taken, and I will do it at night. Then it becomes night, 9 o'clock. Still till 12 o'clock, 3 hours are there. No problem. I will finish some more quick mails, something. And then at 11:40 you sit and complete the 2 rounds. So, in this way, that is also what mentality? Dhenukasura mentality. So what do we do? How do you get a remedy for that? Follow Brahma Muhurt. Engage in activity. Get up early, finish all the rounds. So, and then you see, false ego. Seeking respect like unreachable palm fruits. Like you see the self as servant, not achiever. Dasya bhav is required. Actually, this mentality of I am advanced mentality, this is also a mentality of false ego. Actually, he was whose servant? This Dhenukasura. But actually, we are all whose servant? So in this world, there are so many living entities wandering. Their false ego is they accept themselves as servant of some demon, and then they become filled with false ego just because Kamsa thought this is my garden. So this fellow also thought this is, he has allotted me, so this garden I have to protect. So he was actually defending Kamsa's property and he got destroyed because of that. Actually, we should defend Krishna, Krishna's movement, Krishna's thing, rather than just like, for example, you take the example of Kumbhakarna. Although Kumbhakarna was good in one sense, Kumbhakarna used the word Jagat Janani. He said, this Sita is Jagat Janani, he said. How did you bring her here? It's very dangerous, my dear brother. But at the same time, you are very adamant in keeping her, and therefore you are sending me to battle. If I die in the battle, you should hand her over back to Rama. Like that, Kumbhakarna said. After all, I am your blood relative. I cannot oppose you. So I will fight for you. Like that he said. So in that way, when it comes to ethical consideration, our Kumbhakarna failed in understanding what is dharma. So he followed the path of Ravana and he got destroyed. On the other hand, Vibhishan, even though he was also a blood brother, but he said, no, you are walking the path of dharma, I will not follow you. I will follow the path of the Lord, you follow. So that is why, by becoming a servant of Ravana, Kumbhakarna got destroyed. By remaining a friend of Duryodhana, Karna got destroyed. On the other hand, Vibhishan, by foregoing the opulences and facility of the palace life and the wealth and the prestige and being the brother aristocratic circle of people, he left everything. Sarvadharman, Mamekam. So that he did. He came to Lord Ram, and therefore he was protected. He took the path of the Lord. So otherwise, false ego may make us follow the wrong path for all this perishable opulences and facilities and amenities and everything. Another thing is resistance to Guru and Krishna's call. You see, even when Krishna Balaram arrived, he didn't surrender or inquire, instead attacked. Just see. This is Dhenukasura mentality. See, it is all right to be in ignorance because all conditioned living entities are in ignorance. But when Krishna, Balaram, Guru and Krishna are coming, at that time one should surrender. Like Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj was thinking, I am Triloka Adhipati. I am a master of all the 3 worlds. In fact, he very proudly declared to the boy, Vamana Dev, what is a small boy? Your intelligence is also small. You are asking for just 3 steps of land. Tomorrow you may get married and you will need more land. Again you will come to me. Instead, it is prudent that you should take more land in advance and keep it. Correct, no? So, but the small boy smiled, Vaman Dev. He said, no, I am a Brahman. Today whatever I need only I will take. If I need more land tomorrow, I will come again. Don't worry. But now I won't take more. He said, people will say, the person asking charity has no good intelligence. At least the giver should have good intelligence. You gave just 3 steps. You are possessing 3 worlds and you gave just 3 steps. People will ridicule me, he said. Still Vamadev insisted, I'll only take this much. So he had that pride of possessing all the three worlds. Who? Bali. But then the moment the Lord showed Trivikrama form, and then measured the upper and lower planets in just two lotus feet, at that time he surrendered. Atmanivedanam he did. At least when the Lord comes in front, one should surrender. But this fellow was such foolish personality, our Dhenukasura. Even though Guru Krishna have come in front of him, he's not surrendering. He's attacking them. Symbol of arrogance and anti-authority mood. Yeah, you see, and then fear of spiritual challenges. You see? See, Gopas feared Talavan and devotees fear confronting anarthas. But Krishna wanted them to become fearless. See, Krishna and Guru expose our faults and put it on the table and show us which we don't want to see. No. You have experience of this in cinema theater, where everything is dark and people want to watch the screen, movie. The bell rings and everybody is very happy to watch that moving illusion on the screen. But sometimes they put on the lights because of some problem. What do you think we will do? People will yell and shout and break the benches. Because nobody wants the light. Everybody wants darkness. In the same manner, in this world, we often are not willing to bring our anarthas and look at our own anarthas and be willing to be cleared of the anarthas. Like one day I told my assistant, hey, this room has become littered with so many papers and so many books and so many cloths and it's becoming very dirty. I'm worried that Tamaguna should not increase. You want to clean the room today and throw water and clean everything today. And he came. And unfortunately, another very important work also came for me, same day. I sat with the laptop and my assistant came. I told him, okay, you clean and I will do the work and I will tell you. So he said, Prabhuji, can I take those books and keep on the cupboard? He said, hey, don't touch. I have kept them in a certain order. Let it be like that only. Prabhuji, can I take those papers? Hey, don't touch those papers. Hey, don't touch those books. Then he said, then how can I clean the room? And this is our problem. Many things we have kept here, there, and we only know what we have kept. And we don't want to change their position because then we'll forget where we kept. Correct, no? Any of your experience? Correct, no? Yeah. So in this way, we have some lingering anarthas which we are refusing to give up. We know it is anartha. We know it has to be given up, but not now. Thoda samay ke baad. Yeah. So, like one boy was telling, Prabhuji, I want to take Kantimala, but not now. Because, I have certain things, desire for enjoyment. Once that is complete, after that I will take. I don't know when. Yeah. So, in this way you will find that we fear to be shown our own anartha. We all want to imagine and think that I am all right, I am a good person, I am a good soul. Actually, you are a good soul as far as the soul is concerned, but covering the good soul is, covering the soul is the mind, where these demons are there. Like one time I had a boil in the hand. My mom took me to the doctor and said, I told my mom, no, it will go away on its own. Let's not go to doctor, I'm afraid. Nevertheless, she took me. So doctor asked me, please show the boil. I showed this side. And he pressed and said, she told my mother, there is no problem. It's all right. I told the doctor, thank you, sir. And mother said, not this side, hey, show this side. As soon as she showed that side, it touched, I really showed him. So, many times we want to show to the world what we are good at. But we don't want to show the dark side of our personality to anybody, including Guru also. We want to keep it secretly within ourselves. That is also Dhenuka mentality, you see. So, therefore Krishna wanted to make the coward boys fearless. Hey, don't fear, I am here. Ma Bhaishta, Krishna says in many, many chapters, you will see, in the 10th canto. Krishna and Guru tell the disciple to boldly face their anarthas. Face anartha, this is anartha, put it on the table, put on the lights, let us clear it. We are also there, you are not alone. We are there to help you. So Krishna gives the sword of knowledge and Guru gives the strength to lift it. And who will use the sword and kill the demon? We have to do it. So Guru and Krishna both are ready to help to remove our anarthas. We should not fear to face the anarthas and remove them. That's the point. So the coward boys feared entering Talavan, but Krishna said, don't fear. And then association with demoniac influences. His Dhenukasura allies came. Because it's not that one another is separate. Along with that, many bad things, complaining, laziness, negativity, along with the fruity mentality, all these things also come. They are all companions. They come together. That's why Nidra, Alasya, Pramad, and fruity mentality. They are all interwoven. They all come, they are associates of the anarthas. Just as you will find, like, Narakasya Saka Kashit Dvivido Nama Vanara, it is said, the Dvivida, he had an associate of Narakasura. He was. Narakasura is Bhamasura. And he was associate of Banasura. So all the asuras go together. So anarthas also come together also. So sometimes it becomes formidable for us. My Lord, how will I face so many anarthas, all allied anarthas? Like a person who is lazy, also maybe, oversleep he may be doing and all those things. So there was sadhu sangha and harikatha. That's the remedy for this. And fear and inaccessibility to the spiritual fruit. Even the sincere sadhakas cannot taste the higher rasa due to this anartha. So Talavana became a forbidden zone, like the heart blocked by ajnanata. Ajnanata is like a stumbling block on the way. When sometimes our cars may be going to Bombay, but in Lonavala sometimes a big rock due to slide, what do you call that slide? Landslide. Landslide, a rock falls on the road, big rock on the way. You go and you cannot proceed further. That's all. You have to stop, you have to call somebody, police or somebody, and until the block is cleared, you cannot proceed further. Similarly, this kind of Dhenukasura blockage comes in our heart, due to which we are not able to progress. So we have to pray to Guru and Krishna to remove the Dhenukasura. So in this way, how to overcome the Dhenukasura association with Balaram, Guru Tattva, letting go of the fruity mentality, engaging in jnana and vairagya with bhakti. See, lastly, one table I have shown here, you see. The avidya, ignorance. I will... now you can see full table. So... You see, clinging to outdated or ritualistic habits without understanding, that blocks genuine spiritual progress. Stubbornness, resistance to change or correction, prevents humility and learning. You see? Pride, thinking that I know everything, refusing deeper inquiry, stagnation. And isolation, avoiding sadhu sangha, that cuts off nourishing association. You see? And mechanical chanting practice, doing sadhana without bringing the heart, that leads to dryness. You see. So at least we know the problems, we know what to do, we know the problems. So in this way, okay, now it is late now. Actually 2 demons in one day is a little difficult. Correct. Now it's only 8 o'clock. I can take 5 minutes questions and I'll conclude. It's already 1 demon I finished. We can keep 1 demon for another day. Yeah, any questions? Yeah? Yes, there are 2 hands. Mic is working.
Hare Krishna. Toji, you mentioned that at least when Guru and Krishna are in front of us, at that time one should surrender. But at our level, surrender is little painful also.
Yeah.
So how to have the faith that nothing will go wrong if I surrender? Everything will be...
So when we will surrender, when we have understood sufficiently that this world is a terrible place and there is no place for a gentleman. Like what Bhaksan Thakur said. Bhaksan Thakur says, don't take initiation unless you are convinced that, I don't want to go for material enjoyment. I'm fed up with material enjoyment because material enjoyment is synonymous to suffering. So let me rise above this gutter of sense gratification and let me engage in Krishna service. And I want some little help from somebody. And the helping person is Guru. Guru is taking us out of this worldly, fruitive activities and speculative knowledge from all these things and linking us to the Guru Parampara. And by connecting with Guru and then strictly, faithfully following his instruction, I'll become purified and I'll become offerable to Krishna. Correct, no? So when we are convinced, at that time only we can surrender. Otherwise, how can we surrender? Like there are boys, one boy wrote to me 5-6 pages. Urgent, 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 he wrote in subject. And he said, Prabhu, the smartphone has really destroyed my life. I failed in all the papers and first year I got washed out. I am also watching porn, I am watching adult content. And I made I made a girlfriend also and she ran away also. And so many things he wrote, and I am watching, scrolling. My hands are not stopping, only they're continuously scrolling. I am going mad. I don't know how to stop all that. I said, very simple, throw away the smartphone. Then he's again writing me, Prabhuji, can you give another idea? So I said, you are a लातों का भूत. इतना लात मिलने के बाद भी अकल नहीं आया तुमको और लात चाहिए तुमको. मुझे देखो मत. Don't write to me until you give up the phone. Don't waste my time. I told him, you have not got sufficient cakes. Therefore, you are not obedient. So people who have got sufficient cakes, they will be obedient. They will surrender to Guru. But even after surrendering to Guru, taking initiation, it's not that anarthas are gone immediately. It takes time. So we have to be watchful gradually, little by little by little. Because we have committed many mistakes in millions of lives. And now we have, just like for example, a goods train, if you put a brake here, it will stop there. You've seen that? It's going very fast. You put a brake, it will take 30 feet, 40 feet ahead, it will stop. At least we should begin the surrender. When you begin the surrender, little by little anarthas can stop. Even a little bit relief from the anarthas can be so much, it can make us happy. So we have to ask ourselves, what are we looking for in life? Are you looking... Actually, those people who are not clear about the ultimate goal of life, they will keep loitering in this world. If you are clear about the ultimate goal, there is no question of loitering here and there and not surrendering. Like you are going to Bhaktivedanta hospital in Bombay to take some treatment. You just hang around, go up, come down, go to cafeteria, eat something, meet some 3-4 doctors, shake hands with them and come back. Will you get cured? No. You have to go to the doctor and show the body, conduct the tests and everything, diagnosis, take the medicine, regularly take the medicine, get cured. So you have to surrender to the doctor and accept the medicines that he is prescribing. Then only we will get cured. So ISKCON, many people come to ISKCON as a very nice society. I like prasad, I like festival, I like abhishek, I like kirtans, I like dancing. I was already dancing in discotheque, here also I will come and dance. Some people think like that. It's not a society for fun. It's a society to liberate us and awaken love for God. It's a society for a spiritual purpose. So if you understand the intention with which this organization has been started, and if you understand our predicament, then why will you not surrender? So, but if you are attached, like that monkey who was holding on to the nuts, not leaving the hand, then he got caught by the hunter. Correct, no? Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam taya apaharchet. Then we will have to take longer time. So choice is whose choice? Is whose choice? Your choice only. Can we take one more question behind somebody? Yeah. Yes, Shri Balaram, yeah. Baladev Prabhu is going to ask our question on Krishna Balaram. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you very much for the wonderful class. I felt I am reading my biography.
All of us feel the same way.
So Prabhuji, you mentioned that there are some anarthas that we see that it is with us and it is lingering, but we still don't want to leave them. So how
We
do
have fear of leaving them.
we have fear of leaving them, and sometimes we don't even want to leave them.
Yeah, correct.
So Prabhuji, what should be the motivation for us to leave those anarthas? Because we have been practicing Krishna consciousness. We know it is not good, but still we tend to keep it.
Yeah. One of the biggest solutions given Shastra is the higher taste. You know, like, for example, one boy was telling, when before coming to Krishna consciousness, he used to like chicken fry very much. Huh? His mother also knew, his aunt also knew that whenever he would go to aunt's home with his parents, they would make chicken fry, he would eat. Now he became Krishna conscious devotee because he acted in the Mrigari drama as Mrigari only. Along with the drama, he understood the lesson also. On that very day, he gave up meat eating. Completely he gave up. Then after 3-4 months, he was going to aunt's home. And as soon as he reached home, aunt said, I know very well you are very fond of chicken fry. I made it. I said, my Lord, he said, that was long ago. Huh? Now I don't like all that. And they were very surprised. Why? Because Paramdrishtva. Because he was earlier eating all that, but now he has got a higher taste of Shuddha, pure prasad. And you also know how sinful product it is to eat chicken, mutton, all these things. He gave it up completely. Huh? So, when we develop a higher... I asked the students, how many of you are eating meat before? And how many of you gave it up? Out of 300 boys, 270 boys raised a hand. Can you imagine? They were eating meat before. Now all of them gave it up. Then I asked, how many of you can promise that till last breath you will never touch meat? Everybody raised a hand. They were fully confident. How can we touch meat? One boy said, how can we touch? Because we know in the body of goat or chicken or cow, similar soul is present. He's like our brother. How can we kill them? Now we cannot kill, we cannot eat. So they have developed a higher knowledge and higher taste, both. That's the solution. We have to cultivate. In case, in my spiritual life, my mind is lingering towards lower things, then I have to understand that I need to devote more time for reading more, hearing more, associating with advanced devotees more, and then taking up some services, and then watching the movements of my mind and senses very carefully. So we need more dose. Just like Brufen 200 is not working, then go for Brufen 500 or Brufen 800, correct, no? We take a higher dosage of medicine if the disease is too strong. Similarly, somebody has a problem of not clearing, the belly is not clearing, they put some simple churnam they put, doesn't work, they go to doctor and always put panchakarma. Then everything will come out, correct, no? Virech and Vama and everything. So depending on how strong is our anartha, we can give smaller dose or a stronger dose, correct, no? Stronger dose. In those days, I remember in Chopari temple when I was there, 91 to 95, we used to do this Gaur Purnima and also any festival day, long kirtan, sometimes 2 hours kirtan, sometimes dancing kirtan. Class also, 4-5 hours class. Like Maharaj would start at about 8 o'clock and end by 2 o'clock. So one time Maharaj spoke 5 days Gaur Leela, like that. So morning, first day they made breakfast and then they couldn't serve. Directly the devotees ate lunch. Second day also it happened. Third day they stopped making breakfast. They didn't make only. They knew that Maharaj lecture will go. So 5 days we heard almost 8 to 1 or 8 to 2, like that. So long, Shruta Sambhrataya Chiram, Bhagavatam says that. For long amount of time you hear Krishna conscious Leelas and all, they'll sink in the heart. Otherwise it doesn't sink very easily. So when we go for yatra, sometimes I remember we were sitting in the Shiva Sangan, a few of us, and Maharaj spoke this Mahaprakash Leela, That also went 5-6 hours it went. Evening, when broad daylight it started, 4:35, and ended by like 11 o'clock at night. It went on and on and on. Maharaj gradually developed the pastime like that. So, long hearing, Ekadashi days, long chanting, and contemplating, reflecting. We all have to do these things to clear up our anarthas gradually. They won't go away overnight. Like we say, Rome was not built in a day. It's a gradual thing. All of us are working on it. But if you are doing the homework of cleaning the anarthas, you are rightly situated. Either we have to be pure devotees or we have to be struggling to be pure. Then you are rightly situated. Prabhupada ki, Bhakta Vrinda ki. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, let us thank His Krishna Ashram Prabhu for taking out time in his busy schedule. Prabhuji is once again traveling to US now at the end of this month, and despite of all the festival schedules and everything, he especially found time for us in the morning. Early morning he had to come from NVCC. Let us thank Prabhuji by once chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.